Fresh and fit. What's going on, man?
What's up, bro? What's your
Y'all remember me, man? I called in a couple times, man. We usually have a good time, man. You don't remember me?
No.
Okay. Well, first I'd like to start off by saying, hopefully we can get this conversation out the way, relatively peaceful without all the cutting people off and muting and, fresh playing little in the background, all that lame ass shit. But let me start off with Fresh.
Bro, we're on fucking YouTube, bro. Like, what's wrong with you?
So, my agreement with you. My question is, why do you? It seems like you kind of go out of your way to like align yourself with like whiteness, even though they done made it clear that they don't fuck with you. Like, what's up with that? Hello.
So your question is. So your question is, I go out of my way to align myself with whiteness?
Yeah, almost in like a coon type of way. It's real weird to watch.
Sure. Give me an example of what's something that you don't like.
Okay. I mean, an example of something I don't like. Your overall platform, almost direct, bro. You even if it was for jokes, you dressed up like the KKK, like, and you make KKK jokes. Last time I called, you said a whole bunch of crazy shit. KFC, KKK should hang you, like weird shit like that. And I'm not just making it up.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, yo, we're on YouTube, bro. That's the second.
Can I drop him out the call?
No, hold on. So I can't say the S word?
Bro, I'm just gonna drop you, bro.
Bro, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, don't drop me. I ain't gonna cuss. I ain't even gonna cuss.
Watch your goddamn mouth. I swear to God, I'll drop you my damn self. One more banned word, I will drop you out the call my damn self, bro. And I won't put you back on.
Okay. All
right, so, give me an actual grievance. Like, can you give me okay, you said, oh, you have a Klan hood. Bro, I got a Klan hood?
Not just that. I don't want to try to make it, let's not make it stupid. I'm just saying a lot of your far right leaning points that you make and a lot of the crazy things that you say.
All right, can you give me an example, bro? Give me an example. Let's be specific here.
The last time I called, I just said what you said, but I quote unquote got in trouble. Last time you called, you made you made Klan jokes. You said people should be HANG'd. You literally put the hard ER on it. I don't understand what like it's like when you get upset, you play weird games with like weird racial games, or you use weird racial tactics that they use. Not to mention that you frequent people, or you deal with people like that. The Fuentes of the world, people like that, who is a complete racist. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. And it's not that I just think that. When you go into their spaces, they feel the need to let you know. So you was, I think, in a Twitter space one time, and they told you didn't even do nothing to them. And they said, Myron, you're not white. Why is you here? You're not white. So that's just me that think that even the racist whites think you trying to align yourself with them. Because even when you don't do nothing, they go out of their way to remind you that you're not them. So if multiple people are getting this assumption about you, like, what do you think you doing that's causing that?
So your first thing, that I am racist and I say the N-word. I use racial terms for every class of people. Literally every class of people I use racist terms for. Now, you are focused more on me saying the N-word because you are black. Dude, I literally say...
that's not true. That's not true.
What's not true?
That's not true.
What's not true?
You just asked me for examples, and then when I gave you examples, you make it seem like I'm just specifically focused on being a victim.
You quite literally are.
I just gave you the examples that I seen. You quite literally
are, bro.
You also talk about Indians. You also talk about Jews. You also talk about women. You also talk about gays. You also talk about trans. I've seen that too. I could have said that. I just didn't.
I do. So what's your point? You're angry because I attack the class that you care about, but I attack everybody, bro. And it's interesting because Indians don't call into my show and complain that I say Jeep. Jewish niggas don't call into the show and get mad that I dropped the K word. White
The
people don't come in
ADL
and
is on your ass.
cry.
You just said that. The
No.
ADL is on your ass, and people are trying to get you canceled.
Who?
So don't say that you just said that there are multiple groups around the YouTube sphere, around the social sphere that's trying to get you canceled.
Niggas don't call into the show and cry like you do. They use other methodologies. Okay? Like
how am I crying? I made an inquiry. How can you sit here and act?
Bro, I gave you your piece to say what you got to say. Be quiet when I respond, bro. Okay? It's very fucking simple.
But do you not feel like you misrepresent what I'm saying?
No, I'm answering exactly what you're saying. You have a problem and a grievance with me using the N-word, and I'm here to tell you that I talk shit about everybody. I use derogatory racial terms for almost every class of people, to include Arabs and classes that I fall into. Now, you tend to be more focused on me saying things about blacks. Fine. But I talk shit about everyone, bro, okay? The only people that call into my show, yo, shut the fuck up when I'm talking, man. It's like the fourth time you've interrupted, all right?
Because you saying some
mute
shit
this
I
nigga,
didn't
bro.
say.
Because you're fucking, you're so annoying. You can't even control yourself. Like, you are so fucking sensitive. As I'm giving you a response, you don't like the response I'm giving to you because it's the truth. The only people that call into my show and cry about me using racial terms are niggas like you right now at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? I talk shit about Jews. I talk shit about Arabs. I talk shit about whites. I talk shit about blacks. I talk shit about everybody, to include even niggas that look like me, okay? Now, you focus on me talking about black people. That's fine. But if you're going to sit there and be like, you're just target ass, blah, 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 I don't know what to tell you, bro. I talk shit about everybody. Literally, when I did my stream yesterday and I switched over to OSS, I used every single fucking racial term before I went into the stream and cover what I was going to cover. Now, you talk about Nick Fuentes being a racist. He's not. I know you don't like hearing that, but he's not. He tried to help Kanye West become president of the United States. Does that make him racist? I would argue that is the biggest fucking example of him not being a racist. He was supporting a black man to become president of the United States, writing his speeches, helping him with his press, everything else like that. Okay? Nick is a friend. All right? He's not racist. Now, does he have views on race realism and the differences between the races? Yes. But does he hate black people? No. Okay? Other thing that you mentioned, that you were complaining about. What else did he complain about, this guy? He fucking... Nick, that, the white space. Okay. So what you're referring to specifically are another group of people. You're talking about like, HT and these other guys. They invited me to that space. I went in there. We're supposed to have a debate in immigration. Some dude got mad and booted me. As simple as that, bro. Okay. You're using like the wingnut example on Twitter, which is like a far fringe small group of people. They're saying, yo, these niggas don't fuck with you, blah, blah, blah. Fine. A small minority doesn't fuck with me. But when I go to these political events, etc., white people come up to me all the time and they fucking love what I say, bro. And they say thank you because I say what the fuck it is. I say a lot of shit that they can't say. Okay? Because let's be honest here. In America, there are certain things that white people simply can't say without being completely crucified and destroyed. And if I'm going to be a voice for them and advocate for them, and you're mad about that shit, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Especially when I still be roasting them niggas too. The white dudes have come after me for making fun of their white women, saying that they age like shit. But you don't care about that, and you don't know about that because it doesn't affect you. So trust me, bro, I'm getting attacked from people all over the place. It just so happens that you black people tend to be the most sensitive about it.
To say that Nick Fuentes is not racist because he backed Kanye doesn't make sense on many levels. Just because first of all, anybody in their right mind, unless you was a complete R-word, nobody thought Kanye West was going to be president of the United States. Him backing some mentally deranged rapper guy that says he wants to be the president does not make him not racist when he goes on Candace Owens' show and literally pushes eugenics policies and eugenics talking points. I don't know what is racism at this point? If you could literally talk eugenics and admit that you're talking eugenics, and that's not racist, what is racist? Like what is racism? Is there no such thing as a person who thinks that someone is inferior based on their race? Like, do they literally got to put on the Klan hood and hang somebody from a tree before you say, okay, yeah, maybe he racist? Because we already know that they can say the N-word, they can say all types of crazy stuff, and that don't count as racism. They can go on different types of tangents. They can literally push eugenic speaking points and still not be racist. What he was talking about on Candace Owens literally says that you are inferior mentally because of where you're from. And you think because you get over here and talk like him, he don't still think that?
Yo, you can't be this dense, man. Let me rephrase this because it's very difficult for you to understand this. He's not a supremacist, okay? Now, here's the reality. You're saying that he's pushing eugenics or race realism or whatever you want to call it. The reality is black people do have the lowest fucking IQs. This is true, and this has been replicated in a bunch of different studies, meta-analysis. They do. Asians are number one, whites are next, Hispanics, blacks are at the fucking bottom of the totem pole when it comes to IQ, bro. This is a fact. If you don't like that, I don't know what to tell you, but it is the truth.
That's a fact.
Okay?
I agree, that's a fact.
Okay, so if it's a fact, and you want to go ahead and write it off as like eugenics or some other problem, here's the issue with niggas, all right? People say things that are objectively true about black people, and you guys get mad when people state these facts, okay? The reality is, if he says something that's true, and I might be a part of that group of people, I am able to take my feelings out of it and understand, yeah, it's true. Sub-Saharan Africans tend to have low IQ in the 60s. People from my part of the world tend to have low IQ. I don't get offended because it's the truth. You, however, get offended because it is the truth. Now, there's
not offended.
Cause no, you are, because you called in and you're making that the entire part of your argument. Notice how we have an objective truth here, and you are coming in complaining about it, saying, well, he's saying that. That's not nice. And I'm saying, well, he should be able to say it because it's the truth. Now, again, bro, I don't know what to tell you, but you're sensitive. Like, I'm just keeping it real with you. You are sensitive, man. The fact that you know that it's the truth. So if I disagree with you and I want to know your perspective, I'm sensitive?
Bro,
I let you yap, man. Yes, you are sensitive. You're making a big deal out of him talking about race realism, which is the fucking truth, that black people have the lowest IQs. It is what it is, bro. This has been proven by a multitude of different studies and meta-analysis. Look, it sucks. It is what it is. But if it doesn't apply to you, why do you care? Why do you have to come in and say, this is racism, blah, blah, blah? Guess what? Newsflash. Everyone is racist. Everyone has some degree of bias to people. Hell, you're racist. You want to know why? You're coming in here and making an argument, a racist argument. Woo, this guy's white. He can't be saying X, Y, Z. Who cares, bro? The truth is the truth.
Well, how's that a racist argument? Wait. Reiterate that.
Your entire, you calling in right now is all prefaced on race. That in itself is racist. This is low IQ combo.
But that's almost all of Nick Fuentes' platform. That's at least 50%. That's how he gets viral. He mentions race a lot too. So is he not racist for having eugenics or race realism? He has race realism talking points. That seems like he's hyper focused on race. He's not racist for that, but I'm racist because I called in and asked you some questions. But he can have a platform where he constantly talks about race and not be racist. You don't see how that's a little
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, that everybody's racist and you're just being about it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're just being fucking about it. And honestly, I'm annoyed having this conversation because this is like 50 IQ shit. You conceded that black people have low IQ. But
okay,
now
but
you're getting
things are
mad.
nuanced. Can I tell you why?
Now you're getting mad. Now you're getting mad for people telling the truth and saying what it is.
I'm not mad,
yeah,
bro. I'm not even
fucking
screaming.
3 o'clock in the morning, they're gonna complain about this, man. Like, this shit's annoying, bro.
How am I mad? I'm not even screaming. I'm trying to have a dialogue.
And you're cutting me off and all this other shit, bro. And we got a lot of people waiting. Like, honestly, dude, I've talked to you before. You always, like, bro.
You never let me talk, and you mute me and boo me when we have a dialogue that you don't like.
When I'm trying to explain things and everything else like that, like, you always got something else. You got another grievance. Oh, bro, this is racist, this is fucked up. You align yourself with Nick Fuentes, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, then don't watch. Then don't fucking watch.
Okay.
Honestly. So don't watch, bro. Just don't watch. How about that? Just don't watch, nigga. Go watch Tariq Nasheed. Go watch fucking Dr. Umar Johnson. Watch these niggas that are going to sit there and tell you that, well, you was Kangs. And you guys built the pyramids, and it was really you guys that invented electricity, and the white man took all your stuff, and white supremacy is a problem. Go watch them niggas, bro. But we're not changing our message over here. All right? Get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Let's talk to somebody else. It's fucking monkey IQ, man. Holy shit, man.